In the deep waters off California, one creature tears off its own reproductive organ just to mate. If that sounds strange, wait until you hear the other love rituals happening beneath the surface. Because things are about to get a whole lot weirder. This is a Dumbo octopus. It gets its name from those ear-like fins on its sides. And just look at this thing. It's adorable. This little guy lives 10,000 feet below the surface of Monterey Bay. In the deepest parts of the ocean. Where sunlight never reaches. A mysterious world down there. Speaking of mysterious. Humans haven't fully explored these depths yet. Which means we don't know everything about the species living down here. But we do know thousands of them exist. If every single one subscribed to my channel, I'd have millions of subscribers. I think you see where I'm going with that. Now, this adorable octopus has a pretty fascinating mating ritual. The female Dumbo octopus keeps her eggs ready at all times. Yep. Ready to go. Because the chances of finding a mate down here are slim. And when she does find one, she can't afford to waste time on elaborate courtship rituals. So when she meets a potential partner, she doesn't hesitate. These octopuses don't have arms. Instead, the male uses suckers on his tentacles to transfer sperm directly to the female's body. But here's the thing. The female doesn't have to use that sperm right away. She fertilizes her eggs whenever she feels the time is right. Remember back in our Arizona episode, the female western diamondback rattlesnake did the exact same thing. Some females just decide for themselves when they want to have babies. But Dumbo octopus moms have zero maternal instincts. Once she lays her eggs, she swims away and never looks back. This is a goblin shark. And honestly, unlike the Dumbo octopus, this thing is not cute, not even a little. It's been around for 150 million years. It existed before dinosaurs did. It has a long, pointy snout. And its jaw can suddenly shoot forward. I'm not joking. It can launch its jaw outward to catch prey. I have no idea what the first person who saw that felt. Now, this shark's mating ritual, well, actually, nobody really knows. It's never been directly observed. But there is a theory. The male tracks the female using her scent. Once he finds her, he bites down hard on her back to hold her in place. Males have two reproductive organs. He inserts one of them into the female's opening and transfers his sperm. The eggs then develop inside the mother's body, and here's where things get dark. Once the eggs hatch inside her, the newborns eat the other unhatched eggs. Yep, they eat their siblings. When they've fully developed, the mother gives birth. This is a coffin fish. But this isn't your typical fish that swims around. It walks. Yep, it walks. It has small fin-like legs. And it uses them to move step by step across the ocean floor. Very chill animal. When it senses danger though, it puffs up. Yep, like a balloon. Fills its body with water. And just sits there. Now when it comes to mating, this species doesn't actually make physical contact. Yep, they don't touch each other. The female releases a chemical scent. The male follows that scent to find her. He circles around her. Nudges her as a form of courtship. Then the female releases her eggs inside a mucus cloud. The male releases his sperm onto that same cloud at the exact same moment. That's it, no physical union. Just a light touch. That's all. This is a California sea hare. And it has one of the strangest mating rituals in the entire animal kingdom. They mate in groups. These animals have both male and female reproductive organs. When mating season arrives, they release a scent. They use that scent to find each other. Then they gather on the ocean floor. The sea hares line up one behind the other, like a train. And the roles in that chain depend entirely on position. The one at the very front acts only as a female. It receives sperm from the one behind it. The ones in the middle function as both male and female at the same time. They fertilize the one in front while receiving sperm from the one behind. The one at the very back acts only as a male. And sometimes the two ends of the chain connect, forming a complete circle. No love, no passion, no loyalty. And this ritual can go on for hours, sometimes even days. Surprising but true. What can you say? Nature made them this way. These are sea angels. Yep, they're gorgeous. These creatures have no shell. That's why they look transparent. They get their name from those wing-like fins that resemble angel wings. You can literally see their internal organs as they swim. But don't let the name fool you. These things are actually pretty feisty. Their mating ritual is nothing short of mesmerizing. Sea angels are hermaphrodites. Just like the sea hare, they have both male and female reproductive organs. When two sea angels meet, they extend their reproductive organs and lock onto each other. Then the dance begins. They spin around their own axis as they float through the water. This can last up to 4 hours. To keep from separating, they use a suction system on their bodies to grip each other tightly. This leaves permanent scarring on both animals. Oh, and they can still hunt while doing this. Yep, mating and eating at the same time. When it's all over, the two separate. And both of them are pregnant. This is a vampire squid. Despite the name, it doesn't drink blood. So why is it called a vampire? Because of its cape-like webbing and its red and blue eyes. Now its mating ritual is genuinely spectacular. Vampire squids turn the dark ocean into something like a light show. The male and female use special light-producing organs on their bodies to find each other in the darkness. Once they've found each other through this light display, things get interesting. The male deposits his sperm into special pockets located just below the female's eyes. Yep. Right under her eyes. Just like the Dumbo Octopus, the female doesn't use that sperm immediately. She can store it under her eyes for years, waiting for the right moment. And this is a barrel-eye fish. Pretty wild looking. When people first saw it online, they couldn't believe it was real. They thought it was made up. Until it was actually filmed. You can see straight through its head. And it has bright green eyes that point directly upward. Nature is something else sometimes. Now, this fish's mating ritual is actually unknown. It's never been filmed. Because they're not believed to mate in the traditional sense. This fish is basically the long-distance relationship type of the animal kingdom. The female releases her eggs into the water. The male releases his sperm. If those two happen to meet, fertilization happens. Yep. That's literally it. No heartbreak. No courtship dance. No romantic dinners. Just release and hope for the best. If humans worked that way, what kind of world would we be living in? This is an Argonaut octopus. The female of this species is massive. The male, on the other hand, is embarrassingly small. On top of that, the female has a shell. But unlike a turtle, this shell isn't a home. It's used to protect her eggs. The female octopus produces a special secretion from her arms and builds this shell herself. Now when it comes to the mating ritual, things get pretty strange. Once a male Argonaut reaches sexual maturity, he starts searching for a female. But when he actually finds one, he's too afraid to approach her. Because there's a very real chance she'll eat him. So he developed a remarkable solution. The male has a specialized arm. It's actually his reproductive organ. And it carries his sperm. When he spots a female, he detaches that arm, yep, and releases it into the water. The arm can move on its own. The arm then swims toward the female, enters her mantle cavity, and deposits the sperm inside. When scientists first found the arm inside a female's body, they had no idea what they were looking at. They actually thought it was a parasite. It took years before the truth came out. So yeah, the deep waters off California are basically the preferred hangout spot for creatures who like to keep things at a distance. Would you ever go for a long-distance relationship like that? Drop it in the comments, let's have some fun with it. As always, I love you guys. See you in the next strange video.